sa'yo para magamit ng droga?
Kasi dati sa trabaho ko, kailangan lang yung wala mong tulog kay siyempre driver lang ko niya. Gusto na ba, diba tao naman dyan ka, diba kinakailangan naman dyan ka ng paulay man dyan ka. Moto, dito ko nakasulay o atong mga amigo po na ako ng mga driver po na magsyabu daw para dili daw ang tawag man sa akong merkado sa una kay batak daw magbatak daw ni para unsa lang daw ba murag mora jud do kay kailangan na jud sa ba dili man ko ka lang di na ko ay makuha ginana ay daw sa akong isustinto sa akong pamilya ko dako na kayo akong ana diba.
So guys, what are drugs? A drug is any substance which, when taken into the body, alters the body's function either physically or mentally.
Prohibited drugs.
What is prohibited drugs?
Ang prohibited drugs, that's why it's called prohibited because it's not allowed for usual intake. So, ibig sabihin, it's not simply to treat any ailment. Prohibited if small or large dosage can affect the body, the brain. Kaya siya gina-prohibit because of its effects.
Drug abuse is intentionally using drugs in a way that is unhealthy or illegal.
There are many illegal drugs that are being abused by our society today, such as marijuana, meth, and the abuse of prescription medications are on the rise.
So if someone is smoking marijuana or injecting heroin, both of which are illegal drugs, they are abusing drugs.
So, there are different forms of prohibited drugs. Sa Philippines, pinaka-common ang shabu. So, sa other Asian countries, may shabu, may cocaine, may heroin. Another form, cough syrup. Pero siyempre, pag cough syrup, you have to have ample amount. Diba? If someone's sick, tapos mag-take siya ng cough syrup, diba, sometimes it makes the patient drowsy or antukin. So, if you drink the entire bottle, so there's overdose. So, mag-euphoria ang mag-inom, mag-deliryo. So, in, doctor's prescription, diba, usually you're allowed to drink one tablespoon 3 times a day. Pero hindi ka pwede makaubos ng 150 ml in a day. So if someone uses that cough syrup as a prohibited drug, yung todo sa large amount of dosage ang ginainom.
Someone might also use legal drugs such as cough syrup for non-medicinal purposes. If that is the case, they are also abusing
People
drugs.
use drugs for many, many reasons. To have fun, relax, forget problems, or as a form of escapism. To gain confidence and socialize, out of curiosity, to lessen inhibitions, to remove personal responsibility for decisions, to celebrate, to relieve boredom or stress, and self-medication to cope with problems.
Physical health, social health, and mental emotional health. Each side of the triangle supports the other, and in order to be our healthiest, all three pieces should be represented when talking about our total health.
There are different factors. One common factor is the social factor. When you will be able to hear from your friends that they are using, they have tried. So one thing, person becomes curious, then he wanted to try for himself, especially if in the barkada or sa group of people, siya lang di nakatry, there's peer pressure. Oy, try mo na. Or you would voluntarily want to take the prohibited drug. So one is peer pressure, sa social is to be part of the group, na para maging in. Others just simply wanted to try because of different reactions from people who have tried it. So sila gusto nila malaman kung anong effect for them.
Nagmahay ka kuya na nagamit ka to?
Oo, kay itong umayog ko ato kay itong nagkasakit akong anak, wala na ako ikasustento, wala na ako pambayad kay dito hapit nagbulag sa akong asawa to kay halos tanang kwarta na ako, ipapalit na ako ng sabaw, itong droga. Kato, hapit na
Kung grabe na ang sakit sa akong anak, nag-ampol yung ko kay Lord na undangan ako ni Lord. Bahala nag ginapangitan
So,
ako
other
basta.
reasons probably will be family problems. So, tendency they would equate taking drugs to somehow forgetting family issues or pero possibly maka-forget sila. Pero once nag-die down ang effect sa drugs, nawala ba yung family problem? Wala. So it's the same. Parang it's taking also alcohol or if you have problems with the family, so you take alcohol, nahubog ka, nalipo nga ka, pero after mahimasmasan ka, wala. After ka na mahimasmasan, the problem is there. So that's another issue in family.
Drug users put their mental and emotional health at risk. Drug abuse weakens a person's ability to think and learn. Users often have low self-esteem and have trouble relating to others. Oftentimes, they experience depression, anxiety, and confusion. While the user may feel they are using drugs to deal with their problems, they are actually creating more problems by using the drug.
If between partners, if the other partner is taking drugs, the tendency, even though the other partner knows na it's not good to take, but because you are a partner, you are part of the other, that's why you tend to submit yourself also to taking the same para there's understanding between two people.
The biggest risk to our social health involves our relationship to family and friends. If we want to keep these relationships strong, we need to stay away from drugs. Drug abuse can harm relationships because users often have a difficult time dealing with others, even those closest to them when before that relationship wasn't a problem. Drug abuse changes a person's personality. Users may experience mood swings, which sometimes may lead to violence. As a result, relationships change because family and/or friends do not want to be around this person. In time, having or getting the drug becomes the most important thing in the abuser's life, not the strong relationships between family and friends.
Saan pinapadala ang mga drug addicts?
Depende kasi kung if it's a minor and there are cases na parents would like their children to submit to treatment, they bring it to drug facilities, drug rehabilitation facilities. So sa Davao, merong government na drug facility which is run by the government. Meron din mga private institution who handles drug addiction. So meron din namang they are not minors, they are of age, but they also would want to change. They submit themselves for the rehabilitation procedure. So others naman, they just tend to create what you call this, yung comfort zone sa mag-self na lang na healing, try to stop, try to ignore. Yan yung yan lang mahirap if hindi ka magpasok sa facility because the facility is expensive. You have to, kung sa private, siguro the lowest amount is 20,000 in a month, excluding pa yung other expenses, just as the payment of being in-house. Kasi mayroon mang treatment na 3 months, may treatment na 6 months, may treatment na up to 1 year. Depende man yan sa degree of addiction. Yung iba, bago pa lang simula, so mas madali lang ang recovery than those na have been taken drugs for so long time. So the recovery also would take time kasi na part naman sa system ang drugs. So parang it's if you compare it to sa mga alcoholics, there are some alcoholics that cannot surpass a night without drinking just 1 bottle. So same with addiction, they cannot surpass a day without taking even just small amount of drugs. So if you take it away from them, it's like taking part of their life. So ang recovery is also it would take a long time. May treatment na ang facility is extensive sila pagdating sa program ng recovery. before the recovery is treatment, then recovery man yan. I-treat muna nila yung addiction, tapos mag-recover ang patient, tapos dapat hindi yan siyang okay na siya, pwede na siya maglabas. Meron pa rin yung program after nakalabas ka na, pero mag-report ka pa rin sa institution kung ano na ang standing mo. Kasi paglabas mo sa facility, ibabaya doon kasi nandoon na naman yung social influence like peer pressure, barkada, happenings, parties.
If a person becomes addicted to drugs and then tries to quit, they will also experience painful physical symptoms as they withdraw from the drug.
Mabalik pa ka gamitan ng droga, kuya.
Lahi na magud kung makaingon na ka ng sa amigo lang nimo or sa Ginoo. Lahi na magud basta sa Ginoo kamong storya kay makasasala na gani ta, ipasaylo na ta, kanya magtuga-tuga pa ta gamit na ng droga. Siguro kung hagaron pa ko sa akong mga amigo, panagsa siguro, pero dili na mo unsa ba, dili na ako magpalabi kay tagam na ko kay sugod ato na purdoy mitong sa akong anak, dili na jud ko mo sabog palit anak. Pagubara na kinabuhi para sa inyo mga bata pa man mo, kaya din nyo sulay sa edad ninyo ka.
Drugs are especially dangerous for teens because our bodies and our brains are still developing. When under the influence, the brain and the nervous system do not work properly. Drugs may make a person feel nauseated, confused, and lose control of his or her ability to walk or talk. They can also cause memory loss, seizures, coma, or death.